Hello, everybody. What's going on? We're gonna just have an interview real quick with one of our students and subscribers. Her name is Lauren, but we're gonna wait just a couple of more seconds or minutes or so because we want to be able to make sure people are able to come in here. I'm trying to share this if I can because I'm in my room here. I don't know, Latoya, do you see it? Are you able to share it when you go on your page or no?
That's what I'm trying to right now. See if I
No,
can.
I got it. I see it here. I'm able to share it. I'm sharing it now. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Let me make sure I get this on here. Um, yeah, I'm able to share it. Hope everybody's having a happy Friday. The week is over, so we'll see what happens. So if you guys could share it on your page and share it amongst other people, that'd be awesome as well. We appreciate that. We haven't done one of these in a while, but we just want to make sure that everybody gets the opportunity to see what we're doing here at the Profit Room so you can be able to benefit from a lot of the services we have and see about the real people in our student success. That's been amazing, amazing this year. So we're going to go into it. Let's just get this thing started. Let's get this thing really, really started. So, I'd like to introduce Lauren here. She's one of the subscribers, but also a student at the profitroom.com. You guys don't know the profitroom.com. We're a stock market education and trading company. Latoya and I, we teach people how to become independent professional traders. Now, that means that you gain an opportunity to learn how to trade and invest in the different financial markets. And we can assist you along that way with any type of struggles you may have, even if it's risk management, psychology, strategy, anything of that nature. It doesn't matter what market. If it has a chart, we trade it, and we have a solid team that builds you up to get you to trade and mastery. Because that's the whole goal, to build generational wealth. So, Lauren, tell us a little bit about yourself. First of all, what do you trade? How long have you been trading?
Yeah, sure. So I've been trading probably on and off about 10 years. I
Okay.
started just with regular stocks back when I was in my 20s. And then I got into options, which was a little crazy if you don't know what you're doing. And then I took a break because I had a job where I couldn't be trading. But now I started back this year. I got into futures early this year from a friend that was talking about it, and that's actually how I found you guys was through someone that follows you on Instagram, and he was like, "Oh, have you checked out this group? They're really cool. They seem like they pull in really good calls every day and trades." And so I checked you guys out. And I actually waited a little bit until I joined about a month ago.
Okay. So, what was the reasons why you decided to join? What kind of issues you probably had trading? How did you find trading futures? Things of that nature. Was it natural for you to trade? Things of that nature. Were you fighting any demons? Let me know.
Yeah, a little bit of both. So I really liked how you could trade futures pretty much around the clock because that worked well with having a job during the day. So I was able to take a trade at night or early in the morning. But doing it on my own was definitely a little difficult at first. While I have been trading for a while, I don't think I know everything, obviously, that there is to know. And that's why I'm also taking your course. But I just want to become a better trader. And with having people that have a lot more experience than I do in the futures market and just in the like large cap stock market, I thought it was a good idea to enroll with you guys and see what I could get out of it. And I've been really happy since.
Okay. So, what do you two things, because you're part of a service that we provide, but you're also a student. You Lauren is a part of our Futures program. And the Futures program, we do give you one-on-one assistance. Latoya and I, we basically try to hold your hand as real mentors and adjust your thinking and also a trading way to your lifestyle as well as your personality. So, first of all, how do you feel about the course so far? Let's talk about the course that you're taking. I know you're still enrolled, you have some experience. What do you like about it so far as you've been taking it?
I like that you guys check in often. We have one-on-ones usually weekly, if not bi-weekly. And I don't know, I think Latoya, I know I've met with Latoya more than I've met with you, Ernest, but Latoya really breaks things down in an easy to understand way. And sharing your screen also helps because then she can show you exactly where she saw something or what the levels look like on her charts versus what they look like on my chart. I really like that. And I know you guys are just always available. If I sent you guys like a private message on the app, you guys respond really quickly. So I really like that.
Like gold, right? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, talking about gold.
Yeah, we'll talk about that different. So now let's talk about the service, because I know you've been enjoying the service. You're in the room every day trading.
Yeah.
Sometimes a little
You're
bit.
so much fun.
Yeah. I know.
I know. So I feel like when you're a trader, it can seem kind of lonely, like you're all by yourself and you're just like in this world, and you want people, like at least I know I do. I want people to hold me accountable, and I want people that can also support me and have like, you know, like we have fun together and we also just hold each other accountable. So I really like that about the room, because I think it can get kind of like lonely and boring if you just don't have anybody and you trade by yourself every day.
Exactly. That's why I was lonely, and then Latoya came to my life and helped me out. Yeah, I was a sad trader.
I was too.
No,
but yeah, no, I think everyone in the room is so nice and supportive, and everyone's always like cheering each other on. I think it's really nice. It's like it starts to feel like a little family, even though there's people like in totally different countries. But it's so nice.
Exactly. That's the same thing. Like, you don't realize who's in what country, who's here, what time zone. So every time I'm looking, sometimes I get like, tag, I should have stayed up. But I realized that was like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. It's 11 o'clock over where you're at. Right. And you can get really overwhelmed sometimes. But that's the whole thing about what we're trying to do with the Profit Room is have, like, even the people that are in the room, they're great traders. It's like they recognize where some may lack at certain things, the others may pick up, you know. And when you see people making $1,000, $2,000, how much did you make today?
I made $1,000 today.
You made $1,000 today, right? Yeah. And that's just in the room in general. Then you see other people pop in out of nowhere, and that's the beauty behind it. Because Latoya and I, when we talk, I'm like, yeah, this person is in the room, but I never hear them. Right. And all of a sudden, they post a $3,000 P&L. Right. Like, thanks, guys. Like, where you been at? You know, so that's the beauty behind, and that's what we like to tell people, because there's a lot of trading companies out here. Right? There's a lot. Yeah. And what happens is, a lot of people, and I like to say for the lack of knowledge, and this goes big amongst any type of community. They sell you these courses, they sell you these videos and these PDFs, but they're not actively trading. You know, they're not actively trading, and that hurts, because a lot of people really want to learn how to trade. They really want to learn how to invest. And some of these people 2 or 3 years ago, they had another business and that wasn't working. So they decided to do something else, then decided to do something else. Now, hey, I'm a trader all of a sudden. Right. And they use these marketing techniques and these psychology things, and it affects people when they end up buying something and not really what they want. Then all of a sudden they just disappear.
Yeah. Or if, like, I've been part of the service before where it's literally just calls, and like there's no family, you know, there's no like actual interaction with anyone else. It's just the one person saying this, and you don't really know anything, like you just jump in and then it's like, oh, like what am I supposed to do next? With you guys, you guys really make it so easy where you break down the trade fully. So you're like, okay, we're going to get into this oil trade. This is where I'm getting in. This is where I'm getting out. This is, if it goes against us, this is the stop loss. So I think you guys just make it so simple for someone, especially that's brand new, that doesn't know. Like, at least I'm aware, okay, this is my risk tolerance, but for somebody that doesn't know, they might not put a stop in, and then, you know, they could get themselves in trouble. So.
Yeah. And that's, I think that's the biggest thing, because that's where trading gets a bad reputation.
Mm-hmm.
There's some people that will give an alert or tell you about a trade, then you don't hear from them no more.
Right.
Or like you said, they don't explain why you're getting in the trade.
Mm-hmm.
You don't explain why you're getting the trade.
Right. So you don't learn anything.
No, you're not picking up on anything. So you're just sitting there wondering, and like, you know, in the room, and it's emotions in there. That's what you're saying. Like, because when you're trading and investing, it's emotions.
Oh, yeah.
And you see the good and you see the bad, but you see the consistency.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if even if I mess up on the trade or somebody else messes up, you know, we're coming back to make our money back.
Right.
We're not going to say peace, see you later, I'm out.
Right.
You know, we're still there.
Exactly.
You know, some people just walk away and just say, I can't do this.
Right.
You know?
Or even like how you guys tell us, like, these are the levels, this is the next level. I put all of that on my charts, because if I didn't already have that level there, like, you guys just gave me that information. Whereas if you're in a room that's just giving you calls, you learn nothing. At one point in the future, I'd like to do this 100% on my own, you know? Mm-hmm. Obviously, like, I love you guys and I love like the family and like the friendship that we're building. But one day, obviously, I want to do this 100% on my own and have the confidence to do that. So to do that, I need to understand what's going on and where I'm getting in, where I'm getting out, and why.
Correct. And that's the whole purpose of what we're trying to do. Like, mm-hmm. and that's the thing where a lot of people, and that's what we always say, and we like to do videos like this, and you see other students and other people in the room, you're making money, you're doing well, you know, and the more you surround yourself around people like that, you're going to advance no matter what.
Right.
And I think that's what a lot of people don't realize when they hear people talk about the stock market or trading and investing. There's a lot of people, like in our original logo, we say we don't chat, we trade, because some people just talk.
Yeah.
They get on Facebook, they get on Instagram, they get on stage, and they just talk, and they just talk, and they just talk. They tell you what you want to hear, but it's a difference from being in the market on a daily basis or a regular basis than talking about the market.
Yeah.
It's a totally different thing. It's like I can know all the theory in the world, but if you don't know how to react to it or you don't know how to deal with it, it doesn't mean anything.
Right.
It doesn't mean anything. Like when you do the candlestick course, remember we were talking about everybody wants to know the name, the Haramis, and nobody cares what the name is.
Know what that means.
Yeah, you need to know how to identify it. You know how to use it.
Right.
You know how to react to it.
Yep.
You know, that's the main thing behind it. And that's our whole goal. And you see some people that we get in here have no knowledge of the market. And like, oh, it's just so simple. But then now once they're around us, you start seeing people, even in like you see in a day trade room, people were trading like one contract before and going months out are doing like bi-weeklies and 10 and 12 contracts now because they have the confidence.
Right. Yeah.
If you're not advancing in trading, you're not really doing anything. Right. You're not. You're stuck. And that's what you see a lot out here in the and amongst these communities, people that they know about the market, but they never build that confidence in order, like you said, to be your own independent trader, or be able to trust in the trade. Yeah, like that.
For sure.
I don't know if you want to say anything, Latoya, about your experience.
No, so far, I want to get to a message Lauren sent me. basically with her findings. It was this past weekend, I believe, right? You sent
Oh
that
yeah,
this
Lauren's
past
very
weekend.
thorough. She's very thorough with her
I
notebook.
like numbers.
Even to like, not that like we didn't know. We know pretty much the calls we give. We have a good idea. We manage our risk. We generally have a 10 tick, which is $100 to $120 risk in cruise. So we know our numbers, and we know when we hit targets, the risk to reward is basically 2, 3, or sometimes 4 to 1. So we know the numbers off the bat. But she actually did some backtracking, some bookkeeping. Let us know your findings, because I'm like, you know what? Just time in general. Maybe she could bookkeep for us, like our track record, because tell them your findings.
So over the last 4 weeks, every day except for one was green. So if you took every trade that the room called, which is 2 or 3 trades a day, you would have been green every day except for one, and I think that was like 0. So I think it was like an even day. Yeah, it was. So every day was green, and over the last 4 weeks, depending on your lot size, so I based it off of 1 to 3 lots, but really more like 3 lots. If you took 3 lots, you would have made around $23,000 in 4 weeks, just taking the trades that the room calls, which also on average end every day around 11 a.m. So there might be 1 night trade and then like 2 morning trades, and then you're done. Sometimes there was a trade at like 1 p.m., but mostly everything's done by 11 a.m.
Correct.
And that's literally, that's in line. That's in line. So when people ask, what do you make a week? What do you make a month?
Yeah.
Don't listen to what Ernest I show or tell you.
Right.
Listen to the people that are in the room.
Right.
Like, they will tell you, hey, the profit room sucks. Let us know if we suck. You know, we'll go do something else.
Exactly.
If we're great, we want the world to know that we're great, you know?
Yeah.
And
no, you guys are definitely
focus
great.
on risk management is like key to us. That's the key to everything we do.
And
no matter the markets.
Yeah, and that's something I really had to look at for like within myself, because sometimes I will take a trade outside of the room and then it goes against me and I'll be mad at myself. And that's why I actually did this, is because I was like, I had a bad few days last week, and I was like, let me write down every trade that the room specifically called and what would have happened, either if you lost, exactly what my loss would have been with the 10 ticks, or if you took the trade the way that they called it and where it hit, what you would have made. And so I literally would have made $23,000 over 4 weeks just following your calls and not taking trades outside at some crazy hours in the afternoon or the early morning that I don't need to be doing. So all I really need to do, I'm not an expert at this point. I need to just follow the experts and understand where you guys are getting this information. And then in the future, I could, you know, really trust myself.
How was today? Friday.
Good.
Friday.
Good.
What did the fortune teller do today? Because I was like, wow.
Hold up. What about my ES trade?
Fortune teller.
I'm tired of y'all talking about Jason. What about my ES trade?
Jason. Let's call him. Jason is amazing.
Tag.
No, he's crazy. So he called a play last night, which didn't work out. And I only took 1 lot at night, so I lost $100. Wake up this morning, it's like 9:30. He called the trade. We got stopped out of that. And then he called one that went 40 ticks. So that's $400 per lot. $400. Then he called another one that went 100 ticks.
That's
so that's
$1,000.
That's $1,000, $1,400. And if you would have gotten stopped out, you would have lost like 300 or 400. So there's your $1,000.
My ES short.
That's the one I took. I
was too busy.
Okay, I got you. All right, good.
The ES.
Latoya, I didn't see that until Latoya was like, I got 5 points. I was like, what? I didn't even see this. Yeah.
That's cool. But see, that's what I'm saying, because these are people that are trading every single day based off of technical analysis. So Lauren also trades stocks as well.
Not lately.
Not lately.
Okay.
Not lately.
I took work day. I took that nice option.
Yeah.
Latoya missed me in the room.
But how's that room? Tell people what you see in that room as well, with those who trade stocks and options, that community, because I peep in there, but I'm mostly focused on the futures now.
Yeah.
And I'm just day trading with Latoya on the phone as well. But I know what's going on. But tell a little bit of people, because that room has a lot more newbies and things of
Right.
that nature, because the futures is a different monster.
Yeah.
Tell everybody what you feel about that room, what you see, the messages going back and forth and
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah. So what I like about the day trading room and day trading / swing trading is that when you guys send out the swing email on Sunday night, I like that because then I pull up my TD Ameritrade app and I put all my alerts in for what the team is looking at for the week. And then each morning we sign on. Latoya sends an email about 9 a.m. saying what she likes for the day. And then we'll all be on the app together. And she pretty much makes the calls as soon as they come out. And you just have to be ready. The thing about day trading is you have to be quick. You have to be quick. You have to know where to put your stop loss. It's not, I don't know. I don't think it's super for beginners. Like things move really fast.
Nope.
And you have to be aware of the pattern day trading rules. So you want to make sure that you're aware of those things before just jumping into day trading, because day trading stocks can be wild. The stock market is crazy from 9:30 to 10:30. So you just have to be careful.
But also, what do you notice with the people taking the swing trades?
Oh my gosh, they're doing amazing. They're up 100%, 200%. And I'm like cutting mine at 30%. I'm like, why did I do that?
It hurts, right? Yeah. It hurts when you get out of the trade, then somebody comes back and is like, and this one, I think it's a gentleman in there, he takes every single trade. Remember he takes but that's the beauty behind it, because it's the probabilities,
right,
based off of the technicals,
right.
And
that's what Latoya said to me when we talked last week. Is like, if you put out 3 swing trades and you take all 3 and one's a loser, you still have 2 winners that are making up for that one loser. So,
or if you have 2 losers, you'll have that one winner that would eradicate those 2 losers. So that's the way we send out every Sunday. We do 3 stocks, and there are weeks where all 3 stocks hit our target.
Like 100%. Multiple weeks. I remember I didn't take swings for a few weeks, and I was like, let me just watch them. They all hit like every week.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not like we're not picture perfect. Don't get us wrong. We're not like picture perfect. It's just that Ernest and I, we do this every single day. We see charts all the time. So when we find an actual stock to swing that can benefit the community, is like gold to us. Is like, all right, we know that we limit the risk, because generally with the swings, if you're doing shares, it's generally $1 to $1.50 risk, unless it's a huge or the stock is expensive, like over $200, then your risk got to be reasonable within the means of the stock. But other than that, it's just like we limit the risk. So if someone's trading shares, 100 shares, the most they can lose is $100.
Right.
But if it goes into favor with shares, they're going to make $300 to $400 within that one trade. The options don't even talk about it. The options, they're going to make 100+% within a matter of days. And that's just based off of, the momentum stocks we find for swing trades.
Right. Yeah, I think Workday, I made 50% in like a half of a day. I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. Sometimes as soon as you get alerted, boom, the trade will work out. Like I think the day with Netflix, when Netflix jumped up something like $5-6 or something like that, or whatever. Was it Facebook? It's just sometimes based off of them technical entries, as soon as it hits, it's like boom, you're taking like profit like
and
then
you'll see in the chat that people, so then they'll sell for that 50 or 100% and then get back in on a dip and then get back out. And I'm like, you're doing it.
Exactly. Because that's the thing. And I like exactly what you said. It's like a family. And we realized that a long time ago that there's so many people that talk about trading.
Yeah.
And they're so distracted with other stuff. Like Latoya and I, we have so many other businesses that we do, like real estate and other things. But if you incorporate that with trading and stuff, you'll be so distracted.
Right.
You need to have a narrow focus on what you do and master what you do. And that's the one thing why we always have like these student interviews, to show that once you're part of a community that's constantly there, like you said, that we're there, we always reply, because this is our passion. Even though this is like I always say, I don't work, I live my job. So not in a sense it's a job, but this is what I live. Like, you know, when we talked about gold the other day, it's not like I'm trading gold on a regular basis, but when we look at the chart, I'm like, okay, I know where it can potentially go because I'm looking at charts all day and how we're trying to incorporate more of the future markets, things like that, because since you're surrounded by it, you have to know what's going on. You have to know what's going on in with Brexit, the European Central Union, the tariffs, boom, boom, boom. And I think a lot of people, when they get into this business, you know, and like with Jason, he knows a lot of economic news as well. It could be a disservice to people if they're not around a team that's constantly in the market. So wherever I may miss or lack, or vice versa, Latoya's picking up, Jason's picking up, or Kevin's picking up, or somebody like that, then now like students like you and others, like you see other people in the room that are past students, they're making alerts. I'm getting in because they're building that confidence before where they would never mention that they're getting in a trade.
Right.
You know, so that's cool.
And like you said, if you're doing things on your own, I know when I first started trading futures, I was in a trade at 4:30 on a Tuesday. I was in oil. And I wasn't aware that there was like that pre-report on Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah.
I lost $1,000 like in 2 seconds. Because I didn't have a stop loss and because I didn't know.
You didn't know. Exactly. And you have to remind others, like when it's the holiday, people sitting there waiting on a report, like, no, the report's not that day. Or like, who is it? Tammy is good to let us know when there's going to be news or somebody's going to speak. Because
shout out to Tammy.
You'll be sitting there and just be like, I'm about to get in this trade. And I remember I was short ES. Then I got a message from somebody.
Was it Jason about to be 11 o'clock or something?
Yeah, it was something like, oh, you know, there's a news report. I was like, all right, I killed the trade. I'm glad I did. Because that thing spiked up like crazy. I was like, oh man, but you have so much going on as a trader. You're watching so much, you can't remember everything.
Exactly.
You can't remember everything. And that's like, that could definitely mess with your mind, you know? So,
yeah.
So we just like to thank you, Lauren. We don't want to keep you too long. We know it's a Friday. Everybody's trying to have a good time. So we just wanted to do this quick video for, we call it like a student highlight, subscriber highlight, and to let everybody know that at the Profit Room, it's all types of people that trade different markets, different personalities, and different goals and things of that nature. So if they ever feel comfortable to come over, you know, because this business, I don't even like to say business, I say this like journey that everybody's on to trade and mastery, you know, being independent professional traders. That's the whole goal of the Profit Room. That's why there's no particular guru or anything like that. We're all learning together. We all picking up on stuff from each other, and we're just trying to build a successful team. So we thank you.
Yeah.
And we appreciate that. We like to tell everybody we look forward to an amazing 2020. We got a lot of new stuff and a lot of new things in store. So be on the lookout for that. Okay. And Latoya, anything you have to say?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate your honesty as always, and keep killing it in the room. Always remember, keep risk management first, please.
Please. So, like I always say, as always,
get educated.
Get educated.
Lauren.
Yeah.
And trade
safe.
Trade safe. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in the Profit Room.
Bye.
Bye.